I think we're live. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Dave. Okay, say that again. I don't want to hear the soul shine. I want to hear the people. Good morning, people. Good morning, okay, we are Soul Shine. We're here to sing for you. So please stand on your feet. We don't sing from our seats, so to speak. We'll be standing to sing today. This is kind of an oldie but a goodie, I guess you call it. This is Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Is that right, Eric?
That's right.
And then we say Namaste a couple times. Well, let's sing it. Go ahead, Eric, you take it.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste.
Do that again.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste.
All is beautiful.
All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well.
That's the whole song. Now you know it. Let's hear you sing it. Sing it with us. God in me.
The God in me beholds the God in you.
What?
Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste.
All is beautiful.
All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well.
One more time, we're going to sing this with meaning. The God in me beholds the God in you. It's beautiful. Let's say that again. Let's sing it out loud. I want to hear you. Go. 2. Here we go.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste.
There we go. Not God.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste.
All is beautiful.
All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well.
Let's prepare this room. Let's prepare the sanctuary. Eric, let's prepare.
Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Oh, prepare me. Let's sing. Over here.
Oh, prepare me
To be a sanctuary.
to be a sanctuary,
Pure and holy.
pure and holy,
Tried and true.
tried and true.
With thanksgiving.
With thanksgiving,
I'll be a living
I'll be a living
sanctuary
sanctuary
for you.
for you.
Big time. Let's finish off here.
Oh, prepare
To be a sanctuary.
pure and holy,
pure and holy,
tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living,
I'm gonna be a living
sanctuary for you.
Okay, crowd, now it's your time. We've sang for you. Now it's all on you. Sing. Go. Oh. Pure and holy. Very good. Sanctuary. I'll be a living. Everybody? I'll
Be a living sanctuary for you. All
Give yourself a big round of applause. Nice singing, guys. Good job.
All right. A couple things here, Victor, if you don't mind. Can you stand with me? Good morning, Unity Community of Central Oregon. Woohoo! Thank you. Yes, my name is Claire Kubota. I'm your platform host this morning, also the operations director here. Our senior minister, Jane, is not here. Oh, no, she's not here this morning. But we have our speaker, William Gregory, will be doing our talk today. And, well, hi, Loma. I'm just seeing people sputter in, and I want to say hello. We are so glad that you are here and to share this beautiful morning with us and this amazing message. And we're going to do things a little out of order. I know normally we do our mission statement, but I'm not going to do that first this morning. We are first going to say hello to your neighbor. So if there's someone that you see that you've never seen before, or someone you do know that you would like to say hello to, just say hello and say, I'm excited that you're here, or whatever you want to say. Introduce yourself.
Hello to me, neighborly.
Get to know your neighbor. Hi, Loma. And John. You had John come this morning. Good to see you guys.
Go.
Hi, Victor. Good to see you.
But how you say it?
All right. Enough hellos. Wrap it up. And if you are watching online, go ahead and put in the chat. You can say hello, and you can put celebrations. You can put where you're watching from. If it's your first time, we welcome you online too. So thanks for being here. All right. I would also like to thank our volunteers, because we have a whole slew of volunteers every week who help make this Sunday service happen. Our greeters, our kitchen team, our AV team, our music team, our cleaning team, like everything. So we're just going to do one big round of applause for all those great people who serve their time and help with all those tasks that so need to be done. All right. And I would like to we have a chair here. And I have a dear friend that Kevin and I just lost this morning that we just found out. So he is here. Our buddy Steve is here. Thank you, Vanessa. And I'm glad that I'm here this morning. This is the best place that I could have been to just feel this grief, and because I know we've all been here. And these flowers, Kevin and I went to the coast this week, and on our drive home, we stopped at a dahlia farm, and I was just freaking out. I took about 5 gajillion photos because they had so many beautiful flowers. We got this bouquet, and I said, you know what, I'm going to bring it in this morning. This was before I knew that Steve had passed. And so I brought it in, and the second I pulled it out of the car, a honeybee came zooming over to it. He was like, you brought me a gift. And I don't know, maybe that was Steve just coming to say hi. So they're here, but this is our place where we put people who are no longer with us, who we just miss and know that they would love to be here at this service, or people who are still with us who are not able to be here. And we want to put them here so that they can feel our beautiful, loving energy this morning. So if you have anyone dear in your heart, let them be up there with us today so they can be part of this service. We would also like to do our land acknowledgement to all the beautiful tribes who cared for this land and were residents on this land. This was a major trading route here for the Klamath, the Warm Springs, the Paiute, the Wasco tribes, and so we always like to acknowledge that this is their land and that we do our best to continue caring for it and being respectful of those people, those tribes. And now we're going to go into our mission statement. It was beautiful. I was thinking as we were singing this song this morning, be a saint. We are a wild souls sanctuary. And so as we were singing that song, so our Wild Soul Sanctuary, yeah, we're a little bit crazy here. We do the wolf howl, that just because of wild soul. I don't know, we get to be wolves this morning. But a sanctuary to me is a safe place for you to be with who you are and not be judged and just get to hold space for who you are. And so I love that song that I was thinking about that when we were singing this morning. And because it can sound a little bit churchy, I want to be a sanctuary. It's like I want to be a safe place for people, for myself, and for others to hold. All right? So that's kind of what it's meaning to me this morning. But I know we've had several new people, and so I want to talk a little bit very briefly about what unity is. We wouldn't necessarily consider ourselves a church, but we sometimes say that for lack of a better term. You know, we meet Sunday mornings to gather and hold space for us and grow spiritually for our spiritual growth and to encourage us on our spiritual journey. But we are considered a new thought church, and so I was looking up this morning, what is new thought? And so I'm going to just read what I said and maybe adapt it a little bit more because there are unities all over the world. And unity is technically a new thought Christianity church. However, we're a little less on the Christian side than other unities here. So New Thought is a spiritual movement that originated in the United States in the 19th century. It's based on the idea that thought can shape reality and that people can achieve their goals through meditation. New Thought is also known as higher thought. So things that we believe. And if you want more information, we have these free little books out on a table there called The 5 Principles. So if you want to learn more about and understand more about what unity is, if you have not read this book, we offer them free, and you grab one out there. It's called The 5 Principles. It's a great read. So God or infinite intelligence, whatever you want to call it, the divine, the universe, the cosmos. My personal favorite is the great mystery, right? It's not for me to figure out. It is what it is, but it's bigger than I am. God or infinite intelligence is supreme and everlasting. Divinity dwells in each person, we also believe that all people and beings are spiritual in essence. The highest spiritual power is loving one another unconditionally and teaching and healing one another. And then the last one, our mental states are carried forward into manifestation and become our experience in daily living. That's a big one for us at Unity. What we focus on is what we manifest into our lives. So if you focus on all this, and I'll just bring up this loss of our dear friend this morning. And man, I can just really get sad. And he had just retired. He has a 19-year-old son. He had worked his whole life to finally be able to play. Kevin and I were lucky enough to go to spend 3.5 weeks in Thailand with him in January and February. So that was a beautiful gift. So I'm trying to shift my focus from being like, damn it, why did this happen? He was so not ready for this, and it was very, very sudden, to what a gift we got to be with him for that time. And what a gift to know him, and what a blessing his family had time to send him off in a peaceful way. So because of my spiritual practice and being part of this community, how do I move forward in a positive, beautiful way to be supportive for myself and his friends and family right now? So that's what I'm going to focus on. So that's a little bit about New Thought. If you're curious, grab one of those books. But we always start our service off with a prayer, kind of an intentional prayer, setting the intention. So we talked about how, we believe that we can shift our minds through prayer, through meditation, affirmations, whatever you want to call it. And so we're going to invite William, who is also our speaker, to do our prayer this morning and set our intention.
Let's take a moment and close our eyes. and of our own free will and our own personal sovereignty, let's choose to accept this moment right here, right now, for what it is. Let's open our hearts as a matter of principle, that we may be open to receive, that we be transmitters and receivers of what is wholesome and holy because we choose to. With intention, let's affirm that there is divine order now, that this life is bending over backwards to teach us the lessons that we need to learn so that we may grow, and that we are held in the loving arms of whatever sources this whole reality. And so it is.
Take a minute and fill out those green sheets of paper in front of you in the seat. Those are prayer claims. Our prayer team will pray over those for a week. We'll contact you if you request it. And we'll send them off to Silent Unity down at Unity Village, which is very powerful, and they'll pray over that for a month. So it's very, very powerful practice. I recommend you put a prayer in. I'll play for a minute while you can fill that form out. Let's sing the prayer song, please. Sing with us.
Breathe in and know I am.
Be still.
Be still and know I am. Let go and know I am. Breathe in and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I
All right, just breathe that in, and whatever your prayer was, or whoever you were sending a beautiful message out to, hold that. And now is our time to focus on celebrations. Again, going back to what we focus on is what we create more of in our life, right? So this is why we have our celebration time during service. You know what? Lexi and Lily requested to do celebrations, but you got it next week. If you're here, Florence, okay? I know, okay. You girls want, I got 2 mics on there. So you are going to hold your hand high, and the girls are going to come around and see what your celebration is. Look, Eric is even standing. He must be extra excited. I think we got to do him first. He's got a big celebration. And if you are online, be sure to type, if you have a celebration, type it in your chat. You show them where you go.
I'm standing because I want to tell my story, and there's a gesture, and I want to make sure people can see it.
Okay.
Or you have a better chance. I'm going to try to get through this without getting choked up, but I probably won't. So
That's all right. We're crying this morning, Eric.
Nico and I were at breakfast on Thursday, and
I was telling him a story, and I kept getting interrupted. The server came by, and I didn't even know she was talking to us, and so Nico was dealing with it, not listening to what I was saying. And so I started over, and I'm absent-mindedly doing this with my hand, which I don't know, for the people who can't see it, my hand was just kind of moving back and forth without even really realizing I was doing it. And all of a sudden, on the backswing, I feel this furry head underneath my hand, and I'm just like, oh, it's a dog. And for those who don't know, I had to put my guide dog down a few months ago. And he was just, this dog whose name was Jax was just a really cool dog. He started licking my hand, and his owner was like, oh, I'm sorry, he's a licker. And I said, oh my, that's okay. And it was just so cool because he was a very well-behaved dog. You know, she didn't even have to, she was like, come here. And that's all she had to say. And he was like, all right, fine. But he just let me pet him for a while, and he sat down beside me and it just really made
your day. Yep.
Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to share that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Eric. Yep.
Chuck, thank you. I wanted to celebrate that the Roots Festival is happening this weekend. It's been going on for like 15 or so years. It raises money for music education in the schools.
And it's all local musicians, correct?
It is.
Yep.
And I'll be performing today with Coltrane on cajon at Silver Moon at the Folk Fest stage from 2 to 2:45.
2 to 2:45. All right, Silver Moon, go see Victor this afternoon. Woo! Yay. Here, we got,
Okay.
Lexi, and then you want to go do Monica.
So 2 things. One thing to celebrate is 2 weeks ago I became a doTERRA rep. You can ask me about that later. And I'm going to the convention, which is a major stretch, but I got gifted that opportunity, so I'm celebrating that. I'm a little sad because I also lost a friend this weekend. But what I really want to share is that there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes here that you don't know about because we are so busy. And yesterday we had the first prayer retreat, and it was so moving and so beautiful and so tender and so loving. And so there are people on the prayer team that are consistently praying and every single day. And then we come together and we witness each other's beauty and magic. So if you have any questions about how to pray, what that means, I know people have maybe triggers around all those words, but please come see one of the prayer team. And if you haven't prayed or you would like a prayer, please come see us at the end of the service. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Donna. Yeah, so that was a retreat, like 4 hours you guys did for the prayer chaplains here who pray for everyone. All right, Monica.
Hi, I want to just celebrate all the people in our community who participated in the Powers of the Planet over those 12 weeks and actually did some of the challenges, and I want to encourage you all to continue to try to work in those little things that you can every day that will help with just, saving this wonderful place we all live in, and I celebrate you all.
Yep, thank you. All right, and Lexi, we got somebody jumping up and down back there. Oh. She just can't stand it. She's so excited.
I'm celebrating. I finished the second week of first grade. This is my first time being in first grade.
Yay!
Ever.
Yay! Oh, and Sonia has one too.
I'm going to go first, Sonia.
Okay.
My mom and I are celebrating that my brother got engaged to his
Woo-hoo!
girlfriend.
Yay! All right, couple more.
I was challenged at the end of June, or when school ended, to manifest my son a new school. And I did it. I got him into Penn International School, and he's going to be so much better. So thank you so much.
Yay. Yep, beautiful. Thank you, Sonia.
I just want to celebrate my two beautiful granddaughters that joined me today, Lily and Lexi.
Who are running the mics around. Yay. All right, last one, Dave. Lexi, you want to go see what Dave has?
Hi, I'm celebrating my daughter, Grace. She's only a sophomore in college. They found out that she had experience with a dad in a rock band, so she's now doing sound, apparently. Never admit that if you ever don't want to do sound. But she was one of the only undergrad invited to a professor graduate school summit for the state of Oregon. So she's on the panel, and I'm very impressed.
Yay. Woohoo! And this community helped raise that beautiful young lady, so we are extra proud of her. All right, now I'm going to do our earth. You guys can just set those down there on the chair. Thank you. And then we always do an earth celebration, and we have kind of a cool one. So this one is taking place in India, and there was a bird there, a stork, that was kind of they considered a bad omen, and so these storks were often killed because their culture told them that these storks were bad for whatever reason for the community. And a group of women in this village decided to change that, and they have now incorporated this stork into certain spiritual ceremonies and educating people on their purpose and how beautiful they are to the ecosystem. And so now these storks are being saved and their population is growing. So I just think that's just such a cool story. You can't just go in and say, wait, stop killing. Like, you've got to understand why this is happening and change the way people think and understand the ecosystem and how that works. So really cool story. Thank you, Monica, for sharing that. So yeah, let's give a hand to the storks in our earth. Positive things happening in our earth, for our earth. And now we're going to bring kiddos up. And I think, did Ilana and Genesis, did they announce you that you're our new hires for the youth leads last week? Okay, so we have these two fabulous women who are spearheading the youth program now, and I know, and I'm so excited. Aren't you excited?
Hello.
All right, and so Genesis has an announcement.
Yeah, we
got
do.
some stuff going on with the kiddos.
Good morning. It's so beautiful to be here with all the kiddos here. We have a full house in the nest. And so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Genesis, and I've been volunteering for close to 2 years now for a youth program. And talking about prosperity now, we have two, me and Ilana Holland, this lovely creative woman here that's joining me with the youth program. And so Ilana is going to talk about a fundraising that Dan and Charlotte Pebbles initiated. And so let's all welcome Ilana Holland to this position.
Woohoo! Yay, Ilana!
Hi, guys. My name's Ilana. I normally am in the booth, so if I look new to you, I've actually been coming for a year. But hello.
But she's been hiding back there.
Yeah. But yes, we're having some events because if you heard last week, Dan and Charlotte decided to start a fundraiser for the youth program. If we can raise $5,000 by the end of October, then they'll match it, and then we'll have $10,000 for the entire youth program, which is you guys. So in order to participate in that and show our appreciation to Dan and Charlotte, Genesis and I have decided to have some fundraisers next month in October. On October 6th, we'll have a bake sale, so you can sign up on the sheet out there just so we know how many people want to participate, and all of the proceeds from that will go to the fundraiser. And then on the 13th, the kids and Genesis and I will do an art project while service is going on, and then hopefully we'll have some works of art to be able to sell and donate to the community, so that we could also try and raise some more money for the fundraiser. And so all of the information are on some flyers outside on the table over there, and you can take those home with you. And then there's a QR code, one more thing. There's a QR code on a tiny little business card that has the place that you can donate anytime you remember that this is going on.
Yeah, so if you want to donate to that matching fund, and you're not able to bake cookies or a beautiful cake or pie or something yummy, or want to buy a piece of art, or if you're not going to be here, you can just go and do a monetary donation, which would be hugely appreciated. Yes. Yeah. There you go.
Anything helps. So thank you guys.
Yay. So thanks for putting that together. And now let's bless these beautiful kiddos before they head off. Okay. We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the divine light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. All right, you guys have fun. Okay. All right. Okay, we got a lot of announcements today, so I'm going to try and pack them in. Our first, we got a slide rather than having separate ones for everything, but these are things that happen either weekly or monthly, and so they're all on here. If you are interested in any of these, what you can do is either go to our website or just snap a picture if you need a reminder at the end of service of what you want to do. 2 to 3:30. 2 to 3:30? Okay. So double check times on the website. But Sound Bath happens every Sunday night here. Men's group meets the first and third Monday evening, so that is happening tomorrow evening. Earth Care Potluck and Gathering is now happening once a month. Everyone is welcome to that, and there's some really cool things that they're going to announce this Friday. Potluck and gathered and to talk about ideas. And then Divine Healers, this is where some beautiful healers from this community and beyond offer their services for free or just on a donation base, and they are available here from 2 to 3:30. Yeah, so come on down. And then we are having, no, it's not a weeding work. It's a weeding party because it's happening here with your fellow Unity friends. So, but I'm just going to say, a couple weeks ago, I parked my car over there, and I looked down at our labyrinth. You couldn't even go down the stairs to the labyrinth because the weeds were monstrous. So the next time I came, I tried to get the stairs cleared off. But Leah is organizing a weed party. Thank you, Leah. So come, and you don't need to stay for 3 hours. Stay for however long you can. It's going to be great weeding weather. It's cooling down. You know, come get your hands dirty for a little bit, and let's get things tidied up before winter's here. So we would so appreciate your help. And then this is going to be a really cool event. And if any of you are familiar with kirtan or Indian music, but these are world-renowned performers who are touring the country from India, and they're coming here to do a concert here, and so we hope that you can make it. We would like to have a really good turnout for them, but if you have friends who are able to come, help us spread the word. Again, all this is on our calendar. And then the next night, oh, no, we're on a different one. Okay, Bend Food Drive. So we've been doing this for a few years now, the Bend Food Project, where every other month, the first Sunday, you bring some extra groceries, and Anna Thedford takes them and delivers them to the Bend Food Project to be part of dispersed in part of the various food banks in Central Oregon. And she used to have a whole car full of stuff, and now it's trickled down to a couple bags. So we're a little sad about that. But so and I think it's just because we just forget, right? So we have green bags that you can throw in the back of your car, and when you go, she's going to hand those out, and the kiddos will hand those out today after service, or grab one. And so when you're pulling your other reusable shopping bags out, grab one of those as your reminder to say, hey, I'm going to get like rice and beans, they have a whole list too on the website of things that they need. A lot of times they need kids' snack things for when kids get home from school, and things that they can grab and snack on. So don't forget to bring those in if you have questions about that, but this is one of our community service projects that we work on. It goes directly to the giving plate? Yep, okay. All right, and thank you for spearheading that, Anna. All right, to tell the truth, this is we had a storytelling event here a couple weeks ago that was phenomenal, really beautiful, and this woman right here who's just coming in, she told an amazing story. I won't give it away, because maybe she'll tell it again. But this time, it is featuring a world-renowned storyteller and comedian. He's Australian John Bennett, who will be coming to town and doing this event. So again, share this with friends. What else we got happening? All kinds of cool stuff. Was that it? I think so. And then the next thing, I just want to pre-announce, we have a couple classes starting in October that I want to start getting the word out about. Beth Welton-Miller will be doing another relationships class, but this is a longer class. I took it the last time, and it was a really cool, beautiful class. She's an excellent teacher, so I would highly recommend it. Relationship as a spiritual path. So if you have questions about their stand up, Beth, so people can know and they can ask you about that. And then Jane will be doing kind of a Foundations of Unity class, and which we haven't done for a while. Again, so if you want to just understand and what is New Thought, what is unity specifically, she's going to be doing that class. Both of those start at the first week of October, so registration is open now for both of them. Is that it? And again, everything is always on our website. We have calendar handouts. Oh, and I meant to announce Monica, as part of the Earth Care lead, Solarize Bend is happening starting today. It's been going on, but it will be going on through the end of October. So if anyone is interested or curious about solarizing their home, we've got forms here. Grab a form from Monica, and the county has set up, or the city of Bend has vetted a couple solar companies, and they'll just give you information. So you're not signing up for anything, you're just signing up to get information. So if you want, at a discounted rate. Okay, so talk to Monica about that stuff. All right, I think that's all. See, we got a lot of stuff going on, which is amazing, and takes a lot of time to announce it. So, all right, so now it's time to get to the juicy part of our service with our speaker. So we always start off, we have Soul Shine do a beautiful song, and then we will welcome William Gregory up here to do the talk, and then we'll have another song and a meditation. So, Eric, are you singing the first song this morning? Yep. All right.
Figment of your imagination.
Think. Okay.
I'm just kidding. Too right. No more.
He's just getting up on stage just because we want some attention.
Just can't stand being away from the limelight. The things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am I not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dreams I left behind. I am the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is alright. Is divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. I am light.
That is, Eric. And now, I'd like to welcome William Gregory up to stage. William is minister in training, and he's in the middle of ministerial school at Unity Worldwide, and it's not an easy program. It's a lot of work, as you're finding out, I'm sure. Well, Kevin was in that, and so, yeah. And he's spoken for us many times and just has beautiful shares and very powerful things. So we're excited to have you this morning, William.
There is a transformative power within us that is so basic, so simple, that we're almost blind to it. And this power lies latent within us all. This power is like a secret Ninja Jedi Super Power that can change the way we see our world, that can change the way we perceive of ourselves. When we relax our hearts into this power, we can dissolve the ego into pure beingness. When we can relax into this power, we are no longer an age, no longer a socioeconomic level. We're no longer a citizen of any nation. We're no longer tall or short or gay or straight. When we can relax into this power, our entire existence becomes sacred. The power that I'm speaking of is called listening. When I speak of listening, I'm speaking of more than simply hearing the words someone is saying to us. Listening is bigger than our ability to hear. When we're truly listening, we're reaching out with our being. We're using all of our senses to perceive of something. We're letting go of control and allowing the world to present as it is. I'm not an expert in listening. I don't have a degree in listening. My name isn't William Gregory, EL, expert listener. I'm not an all-conference listener. I'm not an Olympic listener. I'm just an ordinary dude who happened to practice listening. And it's changing my life. One example I have is I have a daughter. Her name is Elowen, which rhymes with hellion. And being a dad is a precious thing to me. I always knew I wanted to be a dad. Being a dad is a sacred thing to me. And Elowen, I would call her Elowen, I'm not tired, Gregory. And Ellen is one of those little girls who starts talking the moment she wakes up and doesn't stop talking. And I've had the privilege of being her actual dad in real time and space, and I've spent a lot of time with her. And she would go all day long, and as the evening approached, she would get manic. And we would have a regular pattern. We would have dinner, and then we would have bath time. And then after bath time, we'd have this whole thing where she'd run around the house, and I'm chasing her, and I'd dry her off, and I'd get her ready for bed, and she would go manic, and she would start crying, I'm not tired, I'm not tired. And this was almost, I'm not tired, I'm not tired. But listening to her, I know she's tired, although she's saying, I'm not tired. And we would go through this whole process of getting in her jammies and getting her into bed, and she would I want my teddy bear. I'm thirsty, I want some water. I'm hungry, I want a snack. I don't want that teddy bear, I want this other teddy bear. And the whole time she's talking, I'm not listening to the words she's saying. I hear what she's really saying. She's saying, I'm so tired, but I don't know how to let go. And so we would lay down and I would read her a story. Sometimes I would tell her stories. Sometimes I would just make up stories out of the ether. And I would lay down with her, and sometimes she would be crying and screaming and thrashing, and I would just sit there patiently, and she would eventually fall asleep. Sometimes it would, be so precious. Sometimes I'd be, thank God she fell asleep. But the concept I'm talking about is truly listening, not just hearing the words someone's saying. I've been practicing this in my life, too. I had the opportunity just recently. I grew up in Bend, so I feel a little entitled when I drive the streets of Bend. And I'm one of those guys that when I drive somewhere, I know how I'm going, so I don't leave myself with a naked left-hand turn across traffic. When I come up to a four-way stop, I'm looking to see who's paying attention. I see who arrived first, but I'm also looking, is this dude going to take his turn? Is this person on their phone? Because, If they're not, I'm going to go. When I approach a roundabout and no one's there, I just go through. When I approach a roundabout and someone's in front of me and there's no one there and they slow down, I get irritated. So I can have some deep compassion on driving, and I also, can get angry. And just recently I'm driving, and I'm driving, conservative 6 to 7 miles an hour over the speed limit. There are those people who drive the speed limit, and that's okay too. But coming up on my butt is a guy in a big pickup truck, and he's tailgating me, and he's angry, and I can see the expression on his face, and I have a moment where I just get pissed off. Who do you think you are? And I remember this skill of listening that I've been practicing. I'm, trying to see beyond words, trying to see beyond actions, to see through appearances. What is really going on there? And I'm looking at this angry dude, and I can see that he is absolutely in fear. I don't know what's going on in his life. Maybe he's going through a divorce. Maybe he's in a great deal of debt. Maybe he's late for work. But he is suffering. He is suffering, and he is raging against a world that is out of his control. He's suffering, and he doesn't know what to do. And all of a sudden, that whole pissed off thing I had dissolved, and I started having compassion for a person who probably has little real meaning in their life. He bought the big truck. He has a big mud flaps. I'm sure he thought that would make him happy. But in this moment, he's suffering, he feels out of control, and I just happen to be there. It's nothing personal that's going on right now. And I'm listening without hearing what he's saying, but I'm listening beyond appearances, and all of a sudden I feel a sense of peace, a sense of empathy, and maybe even a little pity. But I'm not angry, I'm not raging, I'm not braking and driving slower just to piss him off more. But my perspective on life changes. I could have gotten really mad and braked more. There's a chance he could have followed me home. There's a series of things that could happen, which all would have ended up with me carrying this anger through my day. I had a time recently where I was at a grocery store, and I'm going through just buying my groceries. And the clerk is just kind of a jerk. And for a minute, I start to take that personally. I don't deserve to be treated like this. And I took a step back to practice this whole listening skill or device. And I just see a tired, overwhelmed, maxed out person just trying to get to the end of their shift. And this Ninja Jedi listening skill can bring sacredness to our lives. There have been countless stories of someone standing on a bridge about to commit suicide, someone standing on a building about to jump off, and all someone had to do was to walk up, sit down, and listen. That's what first care responders do. They ask a question and listen. That's what we go to counseling for, or a psychiatrist. A big majority of that is listening. When we listen to someone, we're honoring them. When we can let go and listen, we're giving someone honor. I've had the experience where I'm in conflict and I'm angry and I'm talking to someone, and I may have a point to prove. And if someone just sits down and listens to me, I become disarmed. I don't know how many times in relationships where I'm listening only long enough to hear what you're saying while I already plan out my counter argument. And I've practiced this in my life and in my relationship where I just keep my mouth shut. Because a lot of times I want to jump in there and steer it. Well, this. And I've noticed, and this is where the secret Ninja Jedi thing comes in, is if we can just sit down and listen, we're disarming everything. We're allowing the moment. We're telling this person, I hear you. Instead of reacting. Truly listening is a state of receiving, a state of allowing. You can even say a state of innocence. When we drop our need to control, when we drop our expectations, When we drop our desire to be perceived of in a certain way, we set the world free and we set ourselves free. This is a paradigm change. You know, we're accustomed to being busy in our minds, an incessant dialogue running on and on. We're accustomed to distracting ourselves constantly. I even do this myself, just a moment of boredom, and I'm picking up my phone. This kind of listening takes courage, and it's a discipline, and it's a new paradigm. All change at first is uncomfortable. So hang on, time out. You know, it takes an effort to listen. It takes an effort to change. It takes no effort to just be an NPC in this life, living out the program we were handed, looking at the world not as it is, but how we think it should be, or looking at the world as what it used to be, living our lives in total resistance. It takes an effort and it takes a discipline. And you know, at Unity, we talk about these spiritual things. There's no shortage of beautiful spiritual tools and principles that we talk about here. But the real question is, do you desire to make a difference in this world? Do we truly desire to heal from the inside out? Because this whole principle of listening starts with turning it within. To turn it within and realize all the unshed tears we have. The only way we can get there is by truly relaxing our hearts open. To lovingly turning this attention inward. Lovingly listening inward with reckless acceptance of our own crazy. Of our own fears. Listening and lovingly to our own shame. Our inadequacies. Listening and lovingly even to the noise in our minds in acceptance. Because once we begin to do that, once we begin to love ourselves in all our ugliness and all our brilliance, then we can begin to look out and see the world in the same way. That we can show up in our relationships with our spouse, with our friends, with our children, with loving attention, which brings a sense of grace, a sense of ease. You know, and we can break that down to, you know, in a sense of grace and a sense of ease, you know, our immune system works better, we live longer, we make better decisions, we're able to learn. But it's a practice, and it's a discipline, and it's a choice. And it's a choice we can make in any given moment. But to choose to do it in any given moment begins to open up a new paradigm for us, which brings enrichment and worthiness to our lives. In spite of the little nits and stits we're hearing on this, I invite you to follow me on a journey in words. If you can close your eyes and imagine the ocean. Imagine you're looking upon a sea of swells, and these swells are rising and falling, and blowing across these swells is a squall. The wind's blowing across the swells, and it's drawing up moisture, and it's spinning wet into clouds and sending some back down, raindrops. And this swell and this squall and this wind comes blowing into the coastal range, seeping over the coastal range, pouring into the Willamette Valley. And then it pushes against the Cascades, and it sends waves of air toppling over the tops of the Cascades, flowing down across the pine trees into the canyon of the Deschutes. And as it comes blowing across Highway 20 into the spiritual unity community, into this building, and you're now taking a breath of this air. And this air is passing from your lungs into your bloodstream and coursing through your veins and reaching your heart. And hello and welcome to your life. You have just been jacked into the most amazing fantasy game ever imagined, and it's called actual reality. And with every beat of your heart and breath you take, you are a player in this game, a dancer on this stage. And the stage is everything you see and smell and taste and touch and feel and hear and think and where you go in your mind. And the real question is, what do you want out of this? If someone wishes to be miserable, life will provide no shortage of misery. And if someone wishes to perceive of their game, their dance, their stage as though it were a tasty treat extravaganza, beckoning for you to peruse these delicacies this life can also be. So I have a few words for you along your way, my fellow travelers. And that is that love is bigger than religion. Truth is older than scriptures. Innocence is indestructible. Innocence is indestructible like every wave crashing the shore, every newborn baby crying, every dandelion that grows up through the cracks in the sidewalk to reflect its own goldenness onto the sun. Integrity is a light in our heart that never goes out. We may forget it. We may deny it. We may rage against it, but it is there forever shining, awaiting our inevitable remembrance of it. True beauty is the feeling inside of us that inspires us to dance, not how we look when we dance. True beauty is the feeling inside of us that inspires us to sing, not how we sound when we sing, and we're free to be beautiful right now. There is so much more to us that is awaiting to be realized if we can begin to simply slow down, relax our hearts open, and listen within. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Took my love, took it down, climbed the mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brung it down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older. Now I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. I take my love, take it down. I climb a mountain and turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, a landslide will bring it down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, a landslide will bring it down. Oh, the landslide will bring it down. Oh, the landslide will bring it down. Oh, the landslide will bring it down.
Some of my favorites, but very, man, they just pull on those heartstrings. Beautiful, beautiful job. Okay. Pull it together. Do we have anyone here for the first time who would like to say hello or just share with us what brought you here this morning? You don't have to. Yeah, we would love to say hello and welcome you. And so we only give you the mic so the people online can hear you. So.
Fair enough. I'm Andy, and I'm here for my friend Elise inviting me. So I'm taking it all in, and it's wonderful. I'm really grateful to be here.
So beautiful. Yeah, thanks for coming, Andy. All right, anyone else? So if you are new and are shy, or if you have not yet, but we have these blue cards in the back of the chairs. We send a newsletter out every Wednesday saying what the talk is and what upcoming events we have and classes going on. So if you want to be on that email list, fill out this card and we'll add you to that list. And again, we're so grateful you're here. There's a reason you decided to come this morning, Andy. So, and now is our time for the offering. And it was really interesting because we do an offering because we're a nonprofit. This is how we keep the doors open, is through donations through our community and also events and renting our space and so forth. And I was noticing the other day, Jane was up here, talking about why we give and the laws of prosperity and how that energy flows. And I was just kind of sitting back because I do an auto donation. So it automatically comes out of my bank the first day of every month, and I thought, yep, already taken care of that. I can now just check out. And I thought, wait a minute, part of giving is putting energy into what you are giving. And I just realized that I wasn't putting my energy into that money that was coming out of my bank account each week. So those of you that do auto give each month, just think about why you give. I mean, I know for me, I can honestly say that this place has helped my marriage. It has helped me be a better parent. It has helped me know how to grieve. It's given me tools to be the person I want to be in this life. And that's I don't know how to put a price tag on that. So I've selected an amount that feels comfortable for me and so that I can feel like I'm contributing to this community and giving back at least part of what it's been given me. And so I would like to welcome the greeters up here. And again, we have lots of ways to give. You can go online, or we do Venmo and all the things, and auto donations are actually really great because then we know what budget we have to work with for the year going forward. So if you have your prayer claim forms, if you have your blue cards, put them in the basket, and any donations that you have, and we thank you. So, all right, we'll go out. Do that. Here, let me give you my prayer claim. Here.
Sing the gratitude song. Here.
I got gratitude in my heart. I got gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you.
Mahalo.
I just want to say thank you.
Muchas gracias.
I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. I got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
I just want to say thank you.
And same to you.
I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.
All right, so let's bless these prayer claims, these new members getting on our email list, and the donations that have come in all the different ways. We're going to bless them and send them beautiful energy. From the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Thank you. All right, so now to wrap up our service, I just want to remind you that, like Donna was mentioning at the beginning, we have prayer chaplains here who will be up here and can do a one-on-one prayer. So if you have something that you just need some extra support with, or would like someone to help you bring energy or refocus on to manifest in your life, they're available up here. We have a beautiful buffet that is brought to you by the members here who come and share in their potluck and bring food to share, so enjoy that for social time afterwards. And if you have questions about classes or things, we've got people here who know all about that. And if you're not sure who to talk to, come talk to me, because I can point you in the right directions. We thank you for coming this morning. We are so, so grateful to have you here. This is our prayer of intention. So this is what we say together, so that when we go out and into that crazy world out there, this is how we choose to carry ourselves, and the intention, like William was sharing. We got to try. Man, it's hard. It's not easy. So, but think of next time you got that guy behind you riding your butt, we will remember William's talk, right? And we will say, okay, let me dig into my secret Jedi Ninja Super Power, and just bless them on their way. Right? So, okay. Holy light shines within and all around me. Presence of love that is always there. I am that presence. I am a radiant field of love energy. I am holy light. My essence cradles and guides me. I am a gift to this world. I go forth from here in joy to bless the world with my loving light. And so it is. Have a beautiful week, everyone, and we'll see you next Sunday.
I got gratitude in my heart. I got gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you.
Have a great week.
I just want to say thank you for it all.